A lot of us were introduced to TUTU Atwell when he appeared on the Star series Warriors of Liberty City while starring at Miami Northwestern. Since then, he went on to become a Louisville Cardinal, becoming a human highlight reel in the meantime. And in just a couple of days, we will find out just where TUTU will be playing on Sundays. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome TUTU Atwell to What's Up, Rook. I'm your host, Sheena Quick. TUTU, I actually can't see you. There you are.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you now. So we'd like to welcome TUTU Atwell to What's Up, Rook. Again, I'm your host, Sheena Quick. Let's start with the nickname. Who gave you the nickname TUTU?
It was pretty much passed down from my dad. I'm also a junior, so it just stuck with me.
Now, who gave him the nickname? Do you know?
He told me I think it was his brother or cousin, somebody in the family that gave him the nickname because they couldn't pronounce our name. So and it was an easier way for him to pronounce. So he said
Now,
that.
I love us for real because we will give anything a nickname. The pandemic is the panini. We've called the stimulus checks the stimmy. Corona is the Rona. I just love how creative Black people are with our names and nicknames that we give things. But as I was saying in the intro, I was first introduced to you while watching Warriors of Liberty City. Can you talk a little bit about how that was, that experience, with the camera crew and things like that?
Yeah, we come to it. They came out of nowhere with it and told me I was one of the main characters in it, and I was like, well, dang. I wasn't used to none of the cameras, and I was already camera shy, and that pretty much helped me be in front of the cameras as today. So they follow me everywhere, to school, to my brother football games. It was just everywhere. It was just the camera on me, and I was just basically being myself, and then we went from there.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask, right now, going through this process, I'm pretty sure you have cameras shoved in your face and you have all these interviews and you're in the spotlight. You were just playing in the ACC at Louisville. I was wondering just how much of that translated over from the Star series to, preparing you to deal with media and being in the spotlight and things like that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it helped a lot. It kind of, yes, I can hear you. Get me?
Yeah, you're good.
Hello?
Yeah, you're good.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so like I was saying, it helped. It helped a lot. When I first got to Louisville, we had media time, and we trained for that. But I was already used to the cameras, everything, because I was already doing it down here, back in home in Miami. So it was just basically I'm just being myself, and I feel like it helped a lot. It helped me a lot because I was also camera shy a lot.
I mean, and the thing about it is Liberty City, as small as it is arguably like the hotbed for elite football. You guys have produced a lot of NFL talent. I know that one of your mentors is Teddy Bridgewater, and covering him here in Carolina with the Panthers. It's easy to see how influential he can be, just inspirational from his story, coming back from the injury and becoming a starter again in the NFL. How much has he helped you with this process so far this year?
He helped a lot. He like that big brother. I got 3 brothers. I'm the oldest, so he like that.
Nice.
He like that upper brother that I look up to. He always there when I need him. We work out together every time. When I come down from college, we still work out every day. We keep in touch.
That's awesome.
I'm locked in with Mama Rose, his mom, and we just a family. We a family now, so it helped a lot.
And what's crazy is that gives you such a head start. Miami Northwestern, where you played, that's another historically great high school football program. And like you said, just being in front of the cameras, it kind of prepared you for things like that. Now, who was one of your, I guess, role models growing up? Who did you most model your game after as you got older?
So pretty much out of growing up, I was a quarterback. I never played receiver till I got to Louisville my freshman year. So I used to always try to like Peyton Manning. That was pretty much my role model, who I looked up to. He was one of the quarterbacks I followed. Every team he went to, that was my favorite team. So when he retired, it was like, dang, who I'm look at now. But I was always a
Teddy
quarterback.
Bridgewater.
I mean, yeah, I'm talking about before I even met Teddy.
I got you.
Before I met Teddy, it was Peyton
Yeah.
Manning. So I met Teddy my freshman year of high school.
Now talk about that. Talk about that position switch. Like, what was the most challenging part of going from quarterback to wide receiver for you?
I'll say pretty much my stance. I didn't pretty much have a good stance when I got there. So I was just like, everybody was looking like, damn, why you stance like that? And I'm like, man, I ain't never played this before. I was just running past everybody and just getting open.
Your athleticism.
Yeah, but it was the routes. I wouldn't say it was kind of hard, but the only hard thing was getting my stance right, and
Right.
I came a long way with it. And right now my stance are great, so I've been working on that, and now I got it down pat.
Now I know you said Peyton Manning was one of your biggest role models as a quarterback. As you transitioned and just grown into that wide receiver role, who would you say right now, past or present, you would, I guess, say most closely resembles you as a wide receiver?
I like watching. I like Tyreek Hill.
Okay,
That's what I watch the
speaker.
most.
Yeah, you
I
know the
like
speaker.
Lockett from the
Okay.
Seahawks. I watch them guys.
Both solid.
They pretty much in my frame, but they're just a little thicker. But I like the way they play the game.
Now let's get into Tutu, the person outside of well, before we go outside of football. What's the significance behind wearing number one? Was there anything, does it have any significant or sentimental value to you? Or would you be willing to wear another number in this upcoming NFL season?
So I was all my favorite number was 5. That was my number. My number was 5. I had 5 all the way up to high school, and it changed when I got to Coach
Louisville.
Fields asked me what number I wanted when I got to Louisville. It was out of 1, 7, 9, 10, like numbers like that. And I'm like, well, somebody already had 5. Seth Dawkins had number 5, so I'm like, I'll just pick one, and I just chose one. Plus, my dad had number 1 in college, so I was like, why not? But
Now, do you have any sentimental attachment to that number? Are you open to, because wide receivers can now wear single digit numbers in
I
the
see that.
NFL?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stick with number 1 or 5, either or. But
Okay,
it really don't matter to me.
I'm not mad at it. When it comes to your football talent, but what is a hidden talent that you feel like people would be surprised to know that you have?
Excuse me.
I said, we know about the football talent, but what is a hidden talent that you feel like people would be surprised to know that you have?
I can play baseball.
Nice.
Baseball actually my favorite sport.
Nice. What position did you play?
Short. I played shortstop and pitcher.
Okay, so you got a little bit of a, well, I guess you played quarterback, so you of course will have an arm on you.
Yeah, I pretty much lost interest because in high school we never had a baseball team. Nobody never was a coach. We didn't have no coach or nothing, so I pretty much lost interest. But that was my favorite sport at the time.
And I don't know if you're aware, but it's now become a focus for MLB to try to increase the participation of Black athletes in baseball, because a lot of us baseball is my first sport too. A lot of us start out in baseball, but it kind of whittles down because it's not provided in our community. So they are partnering with Ken Griffey Jr. to try to remedy that. So that's a good thing. That's progress. But is it safe to say that if you weren't playing football, you would be playing baseball?
Yes.
Or would it be some other profession outside of sports?
Yeah, it would be baseball or track. But I let my brother have the track. He could do all the track. I told him, you could have the track. Go do that one. I got the football. You do the track. But if it was with football, my mom worked at American Senior High School up here. I mean down here, and I was gonna go there to play baseball because they had a great baseball team. But then I was like, man, I don't want to go to the same school you work at.
No, you didn't. So don't try Mama Atwell like that. Don't even do that.
I'm like, I don't want to go to the same school you work at. But then again, I want to play football as well.
Right.
I ain't really like a football team, so I stepped in Northwestern. Then the Northwestern coach was down my back, coming to the house and everything. So I just stuck with the football.
From a personal standpoint outside of sports, who would you say is your greatest inspiration?
My mom and my dad.
Nice.
Yeah, I see them too.
Okay, so now that COVID kind of changed the trajectory of everything, can you just walk us through a day in the life of TUTU Atwell as you prepare for the draft? Like what the last couple of months been like for you on a day-to-day basis?
Just pretty much just training. I was up there in Louisville. I wasn't home down here in Miami. Just wanted to get away. I mean, it don't feel like home. Here don't feel like home no more. It's just Louisville feel like it's like I've been there for so long now. It's like I want to go back to Louisville. But
They're
I've been
so different though, and mainly the food. Now I love the food in Miami, you know, the island food and things like that. Have you had to switch up any type of dietary routines as you're getting your body ready for the next level?
I just pretty much just trying to maintain my weight and put more weight on. Just eating a bunch of mashed potatoes and peanut butter sandwiches, stuff like
But
that. Stuff I can snack on.
a lot of times with speedsters, they don't like to put on weight because they feel like it'll affect the speed. So how are you able to maintain, you know, building lean muscle mass, but at the same time retaining your quickness?
Well, I had a good nutritionist at Louisville. Her name Emily Artners. She I just trust her, whatever she do, and she used to get me right. But during the season, I was up there. I was up there at 161, and that was she had got my goal. My goal was to get to 165, and I'm like, once I got to 161, I was like, dang, so my weight gain. She like, nope. She put another goal up there. I'm like, well, dang, how much pound y'all want me to gain?
So what's the goal now? Do you have a specific number in mind?
I'm just trying to get back to 160, like 164. Okay. It's 164. It's just pretty much just to hold it. But I haven't been doing nothing. Like when I work out and train, like I lose it, but now I gotta gain back and everything like that. So that's pretty much that's the hard part, just maintaining it.
Now, where will you be watching the draft from this weekend?
I'll be down here at home in Miami
with your family and friends.
Yes, family and friends having a draft party on the 30th.
Okay, draft party. COVID restrictions in place though, right? Everybody's going to be masked up.
Yes, for sure. Yes, of course.
Because you're responsible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
No doubt. Now, before you go, we're gonna. I call it think quick. It's just a series of questions you have to answer with the very first thing that comes to mind. Very first thing that comes
I did this before.
You can't explain it or anything like that.
Coach.
But were you asked that in some of your interviews?
One coach did. I would use it. No, it was somebody. I don't think it was a coach. It was somebody else. But
now, what was the craziest thing that a team asked you or asked you to do in going through the draft interview process?
The craziest thing? I thought it was crazy. He asked me that I smoke.
Oh, that's not crazy. They just want to know what you are.
That is because I don't do drugs. And they hit me off guard.
You like smoke more than like cigarettes or something like that. You mean like smoke? Narcotic. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
And I'm like, huh? And he caught me off guard. Like, nah. You say, and then when I told him, I'm like, he's like, do you drink? I'm like, nah, I don't drink. He say, oh, so you just born then? I said, I guess I'm born then.
I guess I'm born then.
And he was like, nah, I'm just playing with you. But we had a good conversation. But I found like that was the craziest thing because it hit me like that. Like, he just asked me that, it caught me off guard.
Well, I'm not gonna ask you about your social activities in this one. I'm just gonna,
Yeah, I know.
So, when it comes to music, Lil Wayne or Young
Thug? Young Thug.
When it comes to grits, sugar or salt? Nah, you can't. Nah, you said Thug. You said Thug. Okay. Now on your grits, sugar or salt?
On grits?
Yes.
Oh, salt.
All day.
Yeah. I don't know how people put sugar on grits.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what makes that not be cream of wheat or oatmeal.
Yeah, like I don't know why they put sugar. Sugar don't go on grits.
It does not go on grits. Grits are meant to be savory, not sweet. You want something sweet, go to cream of wheat. We're going through that over here. So, Batman or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Why? Well, you know what? Now I'm breaking my own rule because I told you to just answer. Ain't one explanation. Now coming down to the GOAT talk: LeBron, Michael Jordan, or Kobe Bryant?
LeBron all day.
See, that's what I'm kind of figuring with this draft class. Really likes LeBron. I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of those three answers. But
I mean, he's pretty much our generation, so.
Yeah, it's been LeBron in a landslide. And I think that might be it. Each generation has their GOAT. So
yeah.
I'm pretty sure when I talk to other people that were born a little bit earlier than you, they may say Kobe, even earlier than that, Michael Jordan. But thank you. You have been an awesome sport, man. It was cool getting to know you behind the face mask. I know it's a very busy week coming up for you. So I really appreciate you taking time to sit down with us. And I want to wish you all the luck in the world this weekend in the draft.
Thank you. Appreciate it for having me.
Thank you, guys. TUTU Atwell Jr., and this is episode 2 of What's Up, Rook with Sheena Quick.
Thank you.